So, we've taken a look at Slingshot, Firefly, Skydive, Air Raid, and their helicopter cousin Alpha Bravo. Now it's time to look at the leader of the team, the leader of the Aerobots, the one who's afraid of heights, the one that Optimus appointed to his aerial team as leader, which, quite frankly, a lot of the Aerobots in the Generation 1 cartoon originally was not really agreed with that he should be the leader due to his fear of flying. But I digress, and we're now going to be taking a look at SilverBolt, aren't we? Okay, so SilverBolt's jet mode is pretty much, the jet is pretty much all of the top of what would be the backpack of the robot mode. I mean, any way you look at it, once you lift up from the underneath, you can tell that that it's a robot that's not very well hidden. But I digress, and we can still take a look at the detail. So like I said, SilverBolt is molded majority on the top, majority of it is white plastic with the yellow paint details as well, definitely at the front with the black nose cone and some gold on the back tail fin. The wings have got two Autobot insignias as well. When we go underneath, we'll take a look more in detail about the plastic that is molded in robot mode and the paint application there later on. But I do want to discuss that he has got a landing gear that can be folded, and on the bottom he has got two false wheels at the bottom as well, so he can stand. But that's not all. You can also use the peg above there and at where the landing gear is, and using his gun as well, can peg that underneath, peg it underneath, and it also gives him another false landing gear down the bottom along and everything, so he can still stand like so. So he has got different forms of articulation, well, not articulation, just different forms of landing gear, and that is pretty much it. Oh, I forgot to mention he has got a foldable nose cone that is slightly made out of rubber, but also made with a matte or a gloss finish black paint as well. So, like all the others, we're going to go to the combined mode first, and then we're going to go into the robot mode. So to start off with the combined mode, you want to fold down the tail fin, and then get the front of the jet and fold that back because it's on a double hinge, and it will just tap into place like so. Then you want to get the fin wings, and there are two slots on the wings that will go into the two wings on the side of the front of the jet, and they will tap into place like so. Next, you want to get what will be the arms out and around and rotate them around like so, and then bring them up and down, and then fold the hands back. Do the same on the other side, just rotate, bring them down, rotate so it locks, fold hand back. Now you want to bring out Superion's head and the antennas, and then this little tab will go into a slot at the back, and you tab that in. Next, you want to get where the Autobot symbol is and fold that up, then grab where the false wheels are and lift them up on an accordion hinge, and then just tab them into place like so, so that everything locks into position, and then grab these gold black parts down, and there we have Superion in his combined mode main torso body. Okay, so we are now going to go from the torso mode into robot mode. So what you want to do here is you want to fold up those black panels that we folded down to cover up the connection ports. Then you want to grab the chest and fold them back down to the positions that they were in jet mode. Then you want to grab the bottom bit that you folded out back up, grab the head and then bring that down, fold the antennas back down and push it back and hide it into place like so. Then you want to just rotate the figure now, grab the sides, bring them down and rotate like so. Fold out his feet from the bottom here and then fold out his heel and fold down the back this panel to cover up slightly of the legs, and do the same on the other side. Just bring it down, rotate, fold the head, well not the head, the feet and heel, fold that panel back down and we've got the legs. Arms then rotate on these ratchets, fold the fists back down to cover up the connection ports and do the same on the other side. Just fold the hand, cover up the connection ports and bring them down. Next you want to fold down the chest to then rotate out the head and then close it back up. And here we have SilverBolt back in his robot mode. So the majority of SilverBolt, he is molded in predominantly white plastic, because you can see that he is by some of the paint applications somewhat scraped off the arms. Some of it is painted in black, that is like on the thighs, or no, on the arms, biceps, and white on the thighs of the legs. That's all white painted plastic. So he is majority white and black molded. The shoulders are molded in black. The biceps are molded in black minus the ratchet joint. The thighs are molded in white minus the connector ports. Don't know why they went that route. And then we got molded for the black feet and black hands molded, and white molded for the head as well. Paint app wise, you can tell that the face is painted with blue eyes, red paint for the chest, where this would be white plastic, silver on the sides, yellow paint for the biceps and for the thighs, gold on the kneecaps, and that is pretty much it for the detail, because there's a lot of nice detail as well. But you can see a lot of intricate details on the sides, on the chest, and even on the head. So articulation for SilverBolt, he has got a ball jointed head, so he can look up and down and wiggle and rotate a full 360. His arms can rotate a full 360 because they're on ratchets. His arms can also go out and in because of ratchets. He has a mushroom peg for a bicep swivel, and he can bend at the elbow. He's got no wrist articulation and no waist, but he can go forward on ratchet joints and slightly back, but both legs are hindered with the wings for the back, but he can still go out and in on the legs, can rotate at the thigh, bend at the knee. I think you could say that he has got double jointed knees, because if you move the panel out of the way, he can bend slightly more. And no ankle tilt, but could pivot his leg down if you wish. And that is pretty much all the articulation. Also, you can get him holding his weapon. He can hold it as the main gun with the full on togetherness, or you can connect the back of the gun on one of his arms to be like a shield, and then he can also then hold the barrel as a separate gun, so he has a little bit more accessories to go with. So, before we end this video, I want to quickly give a quick size comparison for SilverBolt. As you can see here, we have SilverBolt followed by Optimus from Siege, and followed by his other components for Superion, Slingshot and Firefly. And as you can see, SilverBolt is slightly longer than all three of them, even for a current Voyager class figure as well. And here in robot mode, we have him next to Twinferno, Hot Rod at the back, Siege Leader Ultra Magnus, and his other two components, Air Raid and Skydive as well. And he is slightly taller than the 4 deluxes that are shown, but slightly taller than the current Siege Leader Ultra Magnus. So overall, SilverBolt is an okay Voyager, because his mold also suffered a lot in not mold decoration, but was used for a lot of bases for a lot of combiner mode figures. I think he was used for the Terracon's main torso. He was used for Galvatronus with Cyclonus. He was really heavily retooled and really heavily used. His body mold had been used a lot. But I think it's mainly because it is such an easy and basic torso transformation figure that why not just use it? Because it is easy to retool, and you could tell which modes which figures have used SilverBolt's mold as the base sculpt for their figures. But other than that, SilverBolt is a great figure. Articulation's a little bit hindered, but he looks phenomenal. He looks great as well. There are a lot of third-party figures out there that look more like his generation toy animation model, but he looks grand and fantastic and everything like that. I liked everything. I wish they molded the yellow paints that are painted for his arms in that color instead of painting it, because I think that would have worked slightly cheaper, I think, than molding them in one color and then painting them over, because that just means more paint chipping on certain areas that I've started to notice on the figure, and I wish that wasn't the case. But other than that, SilverBolt's a great figure. If you can get him in the Unite Warriors set on the secondary market, if you can find the Combiner Wars version with the orange limbs and not the yellow, or if you can find the G2 package version, go and get him. He is a great figure all around, and it's just really one of those best figures that you can get. So I've been your host, Kai from Kai's Otaku Corner / Transformer Corner, and I'll see you next time for the last part of the Aerialbot transforming reviews that I've been doing. And then we'll be taking a look at the Seekers from the Generations Classic Universe Henkei toy line for you guys. See you next time. Bye for now. Hey guys, I just want to remind you guys that I do have a fan page that you can look down in the video description down below, or in the address bar on this clip or video that you are watching right now. I sometimes post exclusive live streams up on there, just do quick little channel updates and everything like that. Or you can also find me on Twitter as well. I do the exact same thing that I do on my fan page up there, but sometimes I'll try and post as much as original content as possible on these pages, so you guys can keep up to date with what I'm going on. Sometimes some behind the scenes stuff, sometimes little things that I will post, like little news articles and stuff like that for anything that I think relevant and stuff like that and everything. But you can just follow me there. You can find them in the description box down below, or you can find them in the address button in the video clip that you are watching right now. But other than that, enjoy. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video review of SilverBolt, the 5th and final component in Superion, or 6th component in Superion, depending on if you also have Alpha Bravo in your collection as well, regardless of the configuration you use. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. as you can see, you can check out the playlist of all my other Transformer reviews, and also the Superion playlist will be up on the channel very shortly once I have the rest of the videos up and all recorded. I'll be making a separate playlist for that, so you can check that playlist out later. You can also check out the recent upload that I've done as well, and also one of my favourite videos that I've done in the past year, back on doing Transformers reviews on this channel as well. Also, don't forget, I also have a Patreon and a Ko-fi account, so you can find those links down in the video description down below. But like always, if you enjoy what you've seen here and you want to keep up to date with all my videos, it is give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all my videos like I mentioned earlier. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can also keep notified. But anyway, I've been your host, Kai from Kai's Otaku Corner, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See ya.